that's going to work much better now that we have our audio. Sorry if you caught the first one, then saw me delete it. Welcome to Glitch Happy Hour. I'm Glitch. This is Aaron.
I'm Aaron.
So I should probably actually pop those up just to show everyone. It's funny because now it looks like you. And then if we get really fancy, we can show me. Or you. Yeah, it's still out of you. So
welcome. Glad you could join us.
Yeah, if you're joining us now, maybe you're not. Don't know. But either way, welcome to Glitch Happy Hour. This is where we talk about our favorite craft beer, wine, all the different drinks, all the different stuff. And now we have audio, which is way better. And this is part of our Glitch 2600 channel / YouTube Facebook page, where we also, aside from this one, which we're talking about, again, all the craft beer stuff, we have our other bits and bites. Bits are our little 2 and 5 minute little bits of technology geekery, where we'll answer, how to turn on and off your AirDrop properly, clear your Safari and Google Chrome cache, Internet Explorer, why you do want to do that. So that's our little 2 and 5 minute tips, where we also have our bites, or Glitch Bites, that are a more in-depth, deep dive into different topics. Like right now we have one out there for League of Legends, where we have our in-depth League of Legends, our in-house League of Legends expert go over the interface, and he does a whole 45-minute thing on there. And then we have another episode that if you're on Facebook, you can see. On YouTube, we'll be uploading a slightly new version of that soon, and then stuff about the new client. Mm-hmm. We'll also be talking stuff like your wireless router, why you might want a mesh, what's the AC rating on the side mean, what's Wi-Fi 6. Those are the types of things we cover in the bites. So bits are the little small ones, bites are the deep dive topic. And then we have our Tech Tuesdays, Tech Thursday, Tech whatever day we feel like. We're still trying to come up with a good name. Maybe Tech TV, maybe not. If you have an idea, let us know. That's where we do Q&A, and we answer your tech questions live as you submit them. Otherwise, you can also submit them off the air. We'll still answer them. Even tonight, we'll answer them. We're just going to be talking a lot more about beer and wine and alcohol and other things that we find fun. So, sorry again for the technical issue before, but
glad you're here. Anyways, Thanks for joining us.
In which case, also want to make sure you guys all know that while we're doing this, you can follow us on Untappd. If you just hover over that little QR code, you can see and follow along with the beers. There's a little list in the corner that will show you the Glitch Happy Hour beers. It's on our list. You can see all of them. Click each one. You'll see the dates, and you can go from there. Additionally, obviously, we would love for you to come and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can see that there with that link. But again, who wants to type that in? I don't. Hover over that QR code. And if you're watching and want to include someone, or you know someone who's going to have those kind of technical issues or hesitancy to, and you don't want to answer them, share this now. They can enjoy on this fun part and then catch us on the happy hour on the Tech Tuesday. I can't talk today, which is funny. I've only had like 5. I'm just kidding. I've not had 5 dozen beers yet. So hope everyone is having a good time out there. If you're new on the channel, please say hi. We want to know what you're drinking and who you are out there. We want to know and have you in on the party. If not, if you just want to sit back and while we talk about the beers, that's fine too. So we've got quite the lineup today. And I've even set up a handy dandy beer cam, which the first time I go to set up, it's going to be kind of a pain in the butt, but afterwards we'll have it set. But I don't know if we picked the order that we're doing. No, you can't turn away at the same time as me.
I was looking.
So I'm thinking we should be starting with, should it be the Toppling Goliath or the Mayday? I think we're going to start with Australia. What do you think?
I kind of lined them up the way I thought we should do them. It's not set in stone, but that's kind of what I was thinking.
All right, for fun, let's go ahead and grab that one over there.
Okay.
And
you want me to pop it, or are you gonna?
Well, you can pop it. Okay. Go ahead and pop it, and then we'll talk on it.
All right.
So I'm going to bring up a few things on there because I have my Untapped. This one is a pretty cool, pretty cool beer in that it comes from Australia and it has the, you don't get to show them that way. I mean, if we're going to do it, let's do it the proper way.
All right.
And see if we can get everyone to see. So I'm going to come on over and we're going to see if we can show the camera and get it just right. And no, we can't. It's the Mayday. There we go. You guys see it? Yep. Sorry about the glare. I didn't have time to set that up quickly. Is that in focus?
It's looking pretty good. There you go.
There we go. Mayday Hills. From Australia. We'll just do the slow turn. And then we'll come back. Mayday Hills. And this one's from Australia. And they, if I can remember the beer on here, because I had it up. So we'll kind of show that through. So I'm going to flip over to the iDevice and we'll look up on Untapped here, because I had it earlier. This is the Yuzo. If I'm right, Yuzo. Yes, it is. From Bridge Road Brewers, which I do have their website up. They're out of Australia. And if you've ever been to Confluence Brewery, I swear they are sister breweries in that they even look and just have some of the same kind of background per se. But it was really, they made this one with the yuzu fruit that you can, from what I understand, only get down in, probably not only get down in Australia, but it seems to be the prevalent place where it comes from. And I don't know that there's a whole lot else to talk about on there. It's going to be fruity. It's made with Brett, hops, and includes that fruit. So I'm not going to be too crazy on this one. I didn't get a chance to talk to the brewery on there. They have a really cool website that I can show you guys. That I can flip over and just share. So let's actually do that. Why not? I'm going to come over here, bring that up, maybe, and we'll switch over and show you guys their story. At bridgebrewers.com.au. And if you go under their story, they've got a really good thing where they talk about how they got into this. And it goes pretty in depth. And when you hear the stories of a lot of the Iowa breweries, it's just so very similar of what you hear from so many of these. But they have a really cool set of videos where they talk about it. And if you go a little farther, this Mayday Hills is part of a whole series that they do. But they have their core values. And this is where, they want to be authentic, real, honest, independently owned, and 100% brewed in-house. They use some of the best ingredients too. And they have a nice little fun video about who they are. And here's some of the people. So there's the founder, Ben and Maria. They came, like I said, he was 21 and got into it. And it just kind of expanded from there, and he brought Maria into it. So they just seem like a good set of people. If you want to go out there, check out their website. I thought it was pretty cool, everything they were showing on there. So just my suggestion, go check out their site. But I'm curious what you guys are drinking. I see Tiernan's got this one.
Yay!
It helps. Like I said, you can go on our Facebook page, and we normally post what we're having a day or two ahead of time as part of the video. So if you subscribe to us, follow us, whichever way, you can see what we're going to be drinking. And if so,
if you want to join us,
go join and grab it.
Then you can go grab it.
But the other thing is, if you can't find it or don't know, you can message. And if I know where to get it, if I can tell you based on your area, then I will tell you where you can find it. Otherwise, you can use Untapped, and there's a cool feature in Untapped where you can find it, and I'll show you how that works. But first, let's go ahead and take a sip.
You want to see the color there? It's mostly clear. A little cloudy there.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Can't see it on that one. I love that.
oh,
Yeah. If
there you go,
I refocus the light, I could probably show you.
Yeah.
But you can see it's kind of cloudy. We'll get better with that cam. Like I said, I told you, we literally set it up while this was running. So that cam is not what I'm going to say. It's got the better glass from a photography point of view, but I wouldn't say I have that honed in quite yet.
It's got a lot of fruit on the nose.
Mm.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a good
I like
beer.
that one.
So
it's got a little bit of a sour, maybe at the front, but on the finish, it's actually kind of it's pretty hoppy, actually.
I'm gonna flip back over here and just kind of show. Maybe. Go back. Go back. There we go. I knew I had it somewhere in there. So most people give this around a 3.54. You know, it is an IPA. So as such, it's going to have, they actually don't show the IBU on here. I looked on their website and couldn't find the IBU and a whole lot on this specific one. They talk about some of their newer Mayday Hills line, which if you follow Confluence is a lot like the Extinction line, where they've got multiple variations of the same beer kind of going with different hops and then different add-ons. So, you know, it's 6.5. If I had to guess the ABU or IBU, I would say probably about a 50, 50s to 60s. I mean, it's not as bitter as some IPAs, but it's definitely not a hazy. So if you're not an IPA fan, you're probably not going to be huge into it. But, I mean, people tend to like it. You know, when you see out there, I mean, this person, Erica, who happened to like from from Wine Styles, one of our favorite places, gave it a 4.25. So that's just kind of fun when you see someone kind of from your backyard doing stuff. And here's another from there. So Matt, different Matt, gave it a 3.5. So that just shows different people's tastes. You're going to find different parts that you like to it. I'm going to have to decide what I'm going to rate it. Because I'm going to rate it live while we're doing this stuff. Because that's just what I'm going to do.
It's pretty good. I like this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up there. I was looking at my scoring and how stuff works on Untappd, and I realized I kind of rate some stuff higher than I thought for a few things. But I like this one. It's still not gonna probably rate. I'm probably gonna be harder on people from now on. So I'm gonna let you guess what you think I gave it.
Well, I'm gonna what I would give it, I would say 3.25. Wow. That's what I said.
Wow, I gave it a 3.5. I thought I was being harder on it and kind of find out she's the judge from Germany or France. Which one is it? It's the judge from the one that always gives the lowest scores. I can never remember. If you guys know, say which one. And if you're drinking it, score it yourself. Sharon, I know you're drinking it. What would you score it on Untappd? You get a 1 to 5, and it goes in 0.25 increments. So don't give me any of that 3.6 crap. Because I can't give it a 3.6 or a 3.4. I can only give it 3.25 or 5. So let me know your rating.
And Tiffany, you too, if you're drinking it as well.
She doesn't like IPAs.
Well, but she might have tried it. She's
trying
to expand her palate. So.
I agree. It's fine. Yeah. I'm just saying. So I'm going to switch back to the iDevice because I wanted to show. Again, if you've ever... Well, if you're in here and go into any of them when you're on the beer, the cool thing is you've got this find it in the upper kind of left-hand corner, right underneath the name. So if you're ever looking for it, you can hit find it, and you can expand how close to you or how far. In this case, I know they have it at Wine Styles, but they just didn't have it updated and Untappd. But that's one way you can always go find the beer. So if there's another beer, if you see it on our list, type it in. And then hit the find it, and you're more likely to. Now, if you do that and it comes up blank like that, let me know. There's a good chance I might be able to know where to get it for you. Cool. I'm glad that updated to where I can do that now. That way. That's kind of neat. That's a new part. I'm going to bring that back over. The 3 point. It does have really good flavor. I will say that. It does have really good flavor. But it is a little, I mean, it's an IPA. It's definitely an IPA. You're definitely going to get that IPA look,
you
feel,
definitely
finish.
get that hoppiness to that one.
But what's everyone else drinking out there?
Nice.
Thank
you for sharing. I'm glad you guys are trying new things, though.
And just so you know, you don't have to rank it higher if we rank it higher or whichever. There's no right or wrong. I was realizing, and I actually mentioned today that it's like, you know what? If I don't like something now, I should just give it a 2 because I'm going to remember it later. And sometimes I go, well, I understand the science and I'm giving them extra for the science. Well, I don't want to throw off all their stuff and be like the only. But if everyone else likes it and I'm the one ranking it a 2, I doubt I'm going to throw off the curve that much. I don't think they get graded on the curve here.
Right.
I could be wrong. Maybe they do.
Oh, that was pretty good.
But yeah, if you know anyone else who wants to join in on drinking, turn around and do the share. We want as many friends as possible. And if you just want to introduce them to the show, man, I only had one thing. We ate before, and I think it just threw me way off. But if you know anyone who might be just interested in the technology side of the show, bring them on now. Get them in, get them hooked, and then they can come join us on our Tech Tuesdays or our Bits and Bites.
Yeah.
If you have a topic for that, go ahead and let us know. We're working on and talking. I started today talking on something for a logo, so we can have some cool, extra branding across the bottom here to kind of show that. And who knows, maybe we'll have shirts, hats, cars. Nah, I don't know about the cars. My kids watch a YouTube guy who gives out like tens of thousands of dollars all the time for challenges. I'm like, man, I wish I was that cool to give out that much. So you guys know, if I ever get big enough on YouTube, I'll give out money, but I don't see that happening. This right now, if this just pays for my cool gear, then I'll just keep talking about the cool gear that you guys want to hopefully learn about. So, and keep buying craft beer. So we should probably talk about the next one.
I think we should.
So just a reminder for everyone, because I did not pop this up before because I am a bad person. That one was the Mayday Hills by Bridge Road Brewers. So let's go ahead and talk about the next one. I'm just going to go ahead and pop it up to give away what it is. And it's the Pseudo from Toppling Goliath, which, for fun...
Oh, yes.
Toppling Goliath. This is from our tin wall that we're kind of building up. But I just wanted to share. We won that at a game thing once. And so since we had it and we're having Pseudo, I love their logos for it because it's for the Pseudo normally. Go ahead and grab it. We'll just show them what it is now. It's not going to be the normal one, so I'm not going to do the beer cam. And, well, I mean, I could. Well, I'll do the beer cam.
All right.
We'll do the beer cam, but instead it's my friends from
Beer
Styles, where we got the huge crowler. I don't know if you can tell. Can you hand me back that ball? The difference in crowler size just shows you it's a huge crowler.
It's 32 ounce.
Yeah, here, just hand me a
can. This is
well, this is not even the same size can, but
right.
We'll go like that just to show it. It's a smaller can. We end up previewing something, so he gave me the can I wasn't supposed to get. But you can kind of see. Whoa. Way bigger. Love our crowlers. So, that one's from Beer Styles. If you're normally on Toppling Goliath, you'd see that they use, instead, a lot of times dinosaurs, more specifically a T-Rex. So there's a King Sue, Pseudo Sue, lots of really cool Sues for there.
They have
and I love their
artwork. Very cool artwork, yes, on their cans.
I mean, I can't say enough good things for it. I mean, let's see here. Just for fun, I'm going to switch back to my screen on here. It's because I know I've got the Toppling Goliath one on here somewhere. There it is. Of course, I don't have the Pseudo on there.
It was down a little further.
Yeah, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and flip over because I'm just not doing great today. Man, I can't run technology. You'd think that I'm supposed to be running a tech show, and I can't do anything today. So, just to kind of show you, there's the King or the Pseudo, and we have the King Sue over here. But there's Pseudo. I love their little artwork. They do some really cool things on here. I mean, the Twisted Galaxy right here is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But you can just kind of see they have the different ales and the different types of Pseudo and dinosaurs. And the light speed, one of my favorite about the light speed is that it's made and has Falconer hops, which is just kind of fun. And I enjoy that because it's Millennium Falcon and they use Falconer hops.
That's very cool.
Oh, they were out of that one.
Oh, they were?
Let me pop that away so that you can see. Oh, man. That did not want to turn off. They're out of that at Wine Styles.
Really? Oh, bummer.
They probably have it over at...
Hy-Vee?
Well, Pseudo, they have it lots of places. So you can always get Pseudo.
So you have to try it next time.
But yeah, Toppling Goliath. Really good. This is their staple. What's the other one that they make? That, like I said, there's King Sue, and people love that one. But I like a lot of their stuff, and if you really want to have fun, go on their merchandise store. I think I can't remember if they sell one of the inflatable dinosaurs too, just like the normal suit, which is just funny for them.
Yep.
Man, first time pouring. I've got someone making a mess here. This is like the most unorganized show we've ever had. We have more technology and stuff, which means there's more stuff to go wrong. Welcome to the world of going live, like we had earlier. So again, I'm just going to pop up there so everyone can see. This is the Pseudo from Toppling Goliath. And if we pop back over, I'm just going to show. Let's move over here back to that. I'm just going to bring that up and switch back to the iPad so we can show it. I actually have it up on a page too, but you know what? I think you guys like this way better. I could be wrong.
Let us know if...
Maybe not. You know, if you don't like this method of me typing in, you know, I can just change it. I've obviously had this one before, so you get a sneak peek at my rating. It's a 45 IBU. That's that International Bitterness Unit. Oh, here. Yeah. You just see that. They actually sell those at Rubes. Huh. Yeah, everyone loves Pseudo.
Yeah, it's pretty common. They have it in a lot of the bars, a lot of restaurants. A lot of places have it on tap. Mm-hmm. It's a very widely known and liked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everything's wet over here. Someone made a mess. But yeah, it's 45 IBU. If you've been on enough of the shows, you know I don't always swear by the bitterness unit because this one, I would say, being a pale ale, it's not as bitter as it says. It still has some bitterness, but I find that to be somewhat subjective. I mentioned that earlier. But you can see how popular it is. There's 163,000 check-ins. So, you know, a few people like it. Even my friends have had it. And it tends to stand up, as you can see, for its general rating. They use the Citra hop. You know, for their ferocious hop aromas of citrus and mango. And you definitely get citrus and mango when you take a sip. So, I just because I always like to do it, I always like to check and see what people put for photos. Because every now and then you'll go through here and see like someone in a dinosaur suit, which is just funny. Otherwise, you just see people's shirts. But you can kind of see the can, so I guess I could have just shown it that way. Like, here, that's what the can looks like. And if you play pinball and have Jurassic Park, you think, hey, this would make a really cool thing to put up by Jurassic Park. Too bad we have plush things by ours. Which is not nearly as cool as I was meaning when I had that pinball. But yeah, sometimes you can see some fun, cool stuff in there. Obviously, there's a lot. People love the can, so it's just pretty much featured. And then marbles. I love that. It's
not sure what that's about.
Marbles. Someone lost them, I am assuming. But again, everyone likes the artwork so much you can tell that's what they photograph. Which I should put all the craft beer kids over on here, and then I could just show that for days.
Yeah. Tiffany, you might like this one, so you have to try it the next time you guys are out. It is more of a fruit forward, hazy. So I think you will like this one. Yeah, it's pretty hazy.
Yeah. I mean, if I get all fancy with my zoom again, it'll be out of focus, but you can kind of see. Right there, there's the focus.
Yeah,
that's not the best color, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's not listed as a hazy, but It's supposed to be a pale ale, but it seems to have a little bit of that hazy
Yeah.
look. That, or we just got bottom of the barrel.
I don't know.
No, I'm just kidding. It always kind of looks like this.
This one is really good.
We can tell because we can just go through the photos and it's all kind of hazy like that as I look down.
Yeah.
But see this again, if I flip over here, again, just to show you guys, if I do that, find it, you can see, hey, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Places to find it. That's how popular it is. It's at a lot of places. So, showing you how you can use the find it to kind of, well,
Find it.
Find it. That wasn't fancy enough for you. So,
yes, this one is a good one.
Yeah, which is why we bought it in the crowler, because it's good.
It is good.
Very, very good. Very, very good. So
what are you guys drinking out there? Anything? Anything different?
And then while I'm bringing it up, just to show again, because I'm always a fan to show, don't forget you can subscribe to us on Untapped. You can find us there. That's where you can find those happy hour lists. And I will pop that up from time to time. And then just for fun, I have more ones that I've edited, but I always like to show the craft beer kids. We're going to start showing them out. They are of age, so it's really the craft beer family. And with my Hercules hair going on. I don't know about you. I feel like that looks like me.
It does.
I mean, I feel like that's really, really, really close to how I look.
Yeah, the red hair and the swoop to the side and all. Yeah.
They'll say so Tuna's gonna try the hazy Little Lucy, which I'm gonna have to look that one up.
I don't think we've tried that one.
I'm thinking I have because it sounds right. Oh, from Church Street. Yes, I think I have tried that one. It's been a long time, and of course I didn't put it on my Untapped. So as far as we know, I didn't. But yeah, that one's pretty good.
You'll have to let us know what you think.
I gotta check my
stuff. And just curious if anybody at Wine Styles helped you pick that out, or if you guys did that all on your own.
You can't look at my screen. Don't look at my screen.
I'm not looking at your screen.
I know. No. If anyone knows that reference, it's Mad TV, Stuart. No. And I'm like kicking around. No.
Yeah.
I like how you just got.
I just
no.
Don't kick me.
No, I wasn't kicking.
No.
You know, so someone's gonna think that I'm like roundhousing like on the back here, where I can just go like that. See, what's cool is when you can't see past the set. You don't know what I'm.
Yeah.
It's like all I have is on here. All right, we're gonna pop that up because I think everyone should know. A little bit better.
A little bitter. Okay.
See, not all hazies are, but the hazies are more fruit forward.
Yeah.
You know? So, can't go quiet at the same time I take a drink. You're like, I'm saying something, and then all of a sudden I take a drink, and then that's what we're supposed to talk like as a ventriloquist dummy. Like,
yeah. Sorry.
Supposed to like talk while see. I'm still going like that, thinking you were gonna like keep talking, but no.
No. Sorry.
We do not have the chemistry tonight for it. Haven't drank enough. We didn't have a 3-hour show like last time. Almost 4. That won't happen very often, if much ever.
No.
We'll have guests, but we're not going to go 4 hours.
So did you guys talk to anybody special at Wine Styles, or you just whoever
really
was
just
working?
Wanted to talk to everyone at Wine Styles.
I was just curious if anyone in particular helped you.
She gets commission.
No.
If you talk to someone, so just want to see. Yeah, for commission.
I'm glad you guys went there and found what you needed. That's good.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to come up with something to say. Sorry.
You got to be quick with it. I'm normally, and that's not happening today, so I'm relying 100% on you.
Got it. Are we ready for the next one?
I'm just going to make it awkward for everyone.
We're going to move
and
on.
lose all of my viewers just by sitting there going, hi. This is like my blue steel lip. Just
Yeah.
No one wants to see that. No one wants to see that.
The lighting looks awesome. The lighting looks awesome. See, we just need to lean forward a bit.
It's like I used to be a photographer. Well, that is beauty lighting.
Yeah.
So what you can't see over there is that I have beauty lighting up, which actually I can show you because I'm cool like that. I'll show you. I'll show you guys. I'll share. All I got to do is switch to the camera. Dun, 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 dun. And you can see little light and a secondary light. That's what we call a key light and a fill light, which technically is kind of behind everything. But that's me showing you the lighting. So I'm just sharing a little technical.
Very cool. Could have been Sarah, which...
She'll love that you said.
Yeah, she'll love that. We went to high school together. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else.
Well, there's a few people.
There's a few people.
We know a few. And they
So.
all know me. I'm notorious. I'm the notorious BFS. And someone's going to be like, what the hell does that mean? I'm like, we'll see. All right. I'm awkward tonight.
No.
I'm just going to keep talking down like this so I can see any possible bald spot I might be getting.
I think it's time to move on to the next one. What do you think?
No, I do what I want.
Okay.
No, we can. What you want to move on to the next one?
I think we shall.
And go get the second one. I'm going to delete.
Okay.
I'm just deleting stuff in the background. It's flipping over. Oh, look, it's the Zoom cam. Now we've got this cam. Because you know what? I don't want to keep causing this to get all weird. So I'm going to switch to the other. I'm just going to show these around because I can. So you guys already saw the Pseudo. And I'm going to show, are you opening that one? Yep. Cool. So I'm just going to show, I don't know if anyone else noticed, but there was, if you used Untapped, they have I'm an IT guy, didn't even think, they have a website. It works a little bit differently if you want to add some to the checklist or ad list. You can't do some stuff, but the site's pretty cool. You can still see quite a bit. This is the other way I could show you guys the beers. I think it's cooler on the iPad. I'm just queuing it up. But let's talk about the one we're getting ready to do, which is Even More Jesus. Or is that one? No, you switched it on me. I could have swore it was the other one. I gave a whole thing on that.
Okay, well we can do that
Never
one
mind.
if you like.
Nope. I'm coming back over. I'm just gonna flip all around, screwing up my world. Never mind. I'm just gonna come back here. Man, there's no. You think I did well? Hey, say oh my, yes, oh my. I'm doing terrible tonight. It's probably because I have a kid sitting over here staring at me, which does not work all that well. I told him no, not to come watch me, and he's just staring over there. Which, you ever had one of your kids just stare at you while you're drinking? I'm asking my mom because she knows that I used to stare at her while she was drinking too. So kind of is my payback. So I'm going to kind of show, I love the artwork. So I'm going to bring it over for the Zoom cam that's not quite working well. And well, again, I didn't bring my fill light, so you're going to get the slowly rotating. Did you realize there's a whole dinosaur thing going on today?
I did see that, yes.
Yeah. Again, if I just want to show, we'll just cut back over to here just to show the Extinction event. You can see this is the other Extinction event in the background. There's a different dinosaur on it. That's what's fun is that they do different bits of artwork on there. So you can kind of see how that's on there. And there's a bunch of different ones. This one has Mosaic, Barbarossa, and Ariana hops on it. Which, I'll let you kind of talk on that.
Yeah, so this one is one of many of their Extinction event brews. I think Brian will be able to tell you exactly which one. It is a New England style IPA, so it is going to be a hazy.
This one's number 14.
That's what I thought. Number 14.
So I actually, because I wasn't prepared for us to go to Confluence, I was thinking we were going to do all Confluence together because the cool thing is I got to talk with Mark David, the taproom manager for Confluence, just yesterday and get some information, which is why I wanted to share the other thing we got, which I was not prepped for. We got the other tin.
Yay!
We went and picked out got the Confluence one.
We are big fans of Confluence, so we're pretty excited to have that.
Popped up right here. You can kind of see it.
You can see it in the background there.
Which it'll go up on the wall. so I'm not trying to block it. If Mark's watching, not blocking at all. But I want to talk to it because I took some notes. I wrote a few things down that about a lot of their stuff that I just want to really bring. There's going to be more on the other one, but the Extinction event, all different hop combinations. So when you go through them, we already knew that part. That one of the last ones we reviewed had Tahiki ones in there. This one has Mosaic, Ariana, and Barba Rouge, which Barba Rouge gives it berry notes that are kind of strawberry-like, according to that. And Ariana, or Mosaic, is known for its tropical fruit type. So anytime you see a Mosaic hop, you're pretty much knowing that you're going to get a kind of tropical fruit flavor tone to it. But one of the other things, this time they normally brew a double batch, which you should understand they have a 20-barrel brew house. So anytime they can brew 20 barrels. So a double batch obviously is 2 of those sets, 40 barrels. This time they brewed a triple because the Extinction events keep going and selling out so quickly that they turned around and made it a triple batch. So that's something you can get. It just came out this last Friday. So if you're in the area, Confluence self-distributes. So you can get in most of Iowa. But you can probably still find it other places. I'm sure there's other ways to get it. But if you're in that area, you can call them up. Beer styles and wine styles carry it. Probably going to be a little bit
They're about
delayed.
A week to a week and a half
Because
later.
the tap house kind of just keeps it. Makes sense. They sell it and then it goes. It's got to be distributed. So you get it the same day they start distributing it.
Yes.
But yeah, they brewed a triple batch. What I want to we'll talk more on Confluence here in a second because I want to talk about a few of the things that they talked to me about. But really that 20-barrel brew house, they have a few, and it's really cool when you walk through there. They'll walk you through the whole thing. They have brewery tours. When you pay and do the brewery tour, you get a cool glass that talks about the whole brew process on it. We have one down there we can show.
Yeah, I think you might have showed it one.
Yeah, you can catch on a past episode. I don't have the number, so you just have to guess on that one.
Yeah.
And
hi, Sandy. Thanks for joining us.
And also thanks for babysitting my mom. That's normally my job. But I also want to point out their artwork that was on the side, and I'll show some of the others. That's an in-house, well, not in-house, it's an in-town place called 818 Design. They're actually who I'm talking to or sent a message to about logos for this show. But John Martin is one of the, he's the founder of Confluence. And him and Melissa met at a Jimmy Carter happy hour where it was Brewfest, and it was kind of a homebrew get-together in town called the Jimmy Carter Happy Hour. And she liked the beer so much that she said, hey, you should start a brewery. And he said, yeah, I should start a brewery. I should start brewing. You should do the artwork for me type, setup. So they, that's where all the artwork comes from. So they source local artists when they have a very specific vision. 818 kind of goes and finds an artist that matches to it and works with them on the design. But most of the other stuff is designed all by 818, which I think is pretty cool. Some other kind of fun stuff. In 2017, they started doing 16-ounce cans. That's the size that we're doing here. But just this year, for some of the others, they started doing 12-ounce cans. So in 2020, they started being able to do 12-ounce for stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to get, that you would have had to get in bombers. So like 50's Dad.
Right.
You can now get them in the 12-ounce, which makes it easier to distribute and then get your hands on it. Nice. Well, yeah, I do kind of hook them up I go and pick a few up for them. But they're doing a bunch of stuff. I'm going to talk a little bit more on that in a second, but I one more fun one I'm just going to throw out there. They had 149 different beers. Now, I'm not even going to talk about the other parts yet. I'm just going to let that go out there. 149 different beers at the time. So we'll get into more. I've got more to talk about that whole talk. It was really awesome. He gave so much info. I just told him what we we're drinking this time and what we'll be drinking in the future. And he just was nice enough to take time on a busy Friday, which is a pickup day for them, and just spelled stuff out. Let me know, he's excited for when people can come back to the tap room. They don't know when that's going to open yet. There's no timeline for it, but there is going to be a surprise. Things are going to be a little different. That's what he said.
We're excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to see.
We're excited to see.
So,
and they are very nice at Confluence. If you are in the area and have a chance to ever go down there, they have a great patio, really large patio. A lot of the bicycle enthusiasts bike there and hang out on the patio, which we're possibly going to be doing one of these days. But their inside is also very large and has a lot of seating, and everyone there has always been super friendly and helpful. It's a good place.
So I'm going to go ahead and switch back over to Untapped just to show you. This is the Extinction event with Mosaic, Barber Rouge, and Ariana, so you can actually see what those spell out to. It's a 6.2 ABV. And you can see, none of my friends have checked it in because it's only been so long, but the general rating is a 4.11. But again, what I always love about Confluence is that they write in so many details in there. So it's already a hoppy melon. Just
got there. Hello, whoever your roommate husband is.
It's like my brother, sister's mother, aunts, uncles twice removed. Friend's neighbor said.
Thanks for joining us.
But yeah, what I love on here is they talk about and go into quite in depth. They normally kind of explain out. A New England IPA is just a hazy. It means it's unfiltered, so it's going to be very fruit forward. So there's not a whole lot in here. As they kind of say at the bottom, every batch in this hazy series will have its own unique hops lineup. That's what I already kind of talked on. But it does have a lot of flavor. So as we go through it, we're going to sip it through. But you can already kind of see some artwork going on with it, which I find funny. It's only been out for a day, and you can already tell this is the stuff that people love. That they're really big fans of the Extinction event. And they even got the right one for it. So there's not as much as some other ones. If I switch back to other Extinction events, you'll see a bunch. But just wanted to throw that on that. Louis Garcia. But I'm going to flip back to us.
Yeah. And just so you can see, it is hazy.
Yeah, although not quite as hazy as we saw on one of the others, on the Pseudo.
Yep.
You can kind of see. But that's where I was telling you before, a hazy doesn't always have to be hazy. It's just the fact that it's unfiltered. It's a New England IPA.
It smells really good. A lot of fruit on the nose. Like it says it should be.
Yep, which I actually really like it. It falls just in line with the Extinction event series.
It's very good.
What I expected it to be. But they say hoppy, melon, floral light, and lemony. Which makes sense. I mean, based on some of the hops that were in there.
I do get a little bit of a lemon on the back. Yeah. It's different than the other one, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going
to
go ahead and rank mine now.
I think I know what I would rank it.
Has anyone got a guess out there? What they think?
Any guesses?
Yes, this is the new Confluence. This is the new Extinction event.
Yes.
So it's Extinction event 14. Oh, look,
Ooh, you unlocked a badge?
Over 500 different brews. That I don't know what that says about me. Considering I know I don't log all my beers.
Yes, we talked about this earlier.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so again,
Anyone have a guess?
Anyone have guesses on what Brian rated this one?
No, this was not the Pseudo.
Not Pseudo.
This one is So Pseudo is by Toppling Goliath. This one is, and I'll just pop it up because I should have been on the ball with this one. This is the Extinction event, I-14.
You'll have to, because I think you guys will like this one.
Yeah, this one would be one that Tiffany might like to to try out. From that hazy line. Like I said, most of the Extinction events are going to be really good.
Yep. This
Well,
one's
I'm
tasty.
most. I haven't found one I don't like. So
Right.
I'll tell you my ranking. Or I was going to give you guys a countdown and make you wait, or tell me what you thought I put it as. But
I can just. I think he gave it a 4.5.
I actually gave it a 4.25 just because I can't remember what I ranked the other ones, and I said I was going to start being harder on beer. So a 4.25 is really high on mine still.
It is.
It is right on that line between a 4.25 and a 4.5 for me. I've started to move a little bit away from hazies, which is the only reason why it probably was on that teetering line for me. Not that it's a perfect representation
really
of the beer, and it's really, really good.
Yeah.
So
I would probably give it a 4.5. I really like this one, especially for summer. It's a good summer beer for the patio.
Good summertime.
Summertime.
Yeah, I'm going to share something fun just so this will show people just how bad I might be. So as you can see there, I may have had a few check-ins, and it says I hit 500 beers. My average rating, I thought I'd just share mine through. But if you really want to see some fun photos, here's the craft beer kids. Told you that they exist other places. Yeah, sometimes the one cranks down on the other. Sometimes they got to go pillage the village. Or just hang out together with our Iowa craft beer. So I just like hanging those around. They get a little fresh and funky. He's just always going around where he doesn't need to be. But she keeps him out of trouble. Obviously, we might have been to Confluence before. Just showing the Confluence there. Like I said, they get into some hijinks. Sometimes precariously. She's always winking. But yeah.
That's because he's ornery and I'm on my toes.
Yeah. So we've got a few of those. Just to show. I thought I'd share that around.
Yeah.
For the people who want to see.
Very
Both
nice.
some fun craft beer kids. Family. They're 21-ish. Their fakes say they're 21. So probably get the page shut down for that. So
anybody else out there drinking tonight? What are you having?
Anything you think we should cover for a future one?
Yeah.
We already have some on our list that we kind of know we're going to talk about. But if there's something you think we should cover, we'll add it to the list and try to track it down and try it.
That would be fun. You'd like some
We'll do a blind one, and you'll have to guess which one it is. Out of all the beers on the world, guess the brewery and then extra points for the beer.
I don't know that I can, if I'm that talented.
I don't know if I'm that talented. So.
All right.
So this one's going to be a fun and fancy one.
Is this the one we're doing next?
Do we have any? Oh, we could do the other one.
Which one would you prefer?
We'll do the other one.
The other one. Okay.
Just because I really love the name on this one, and so,
All right.
I'm gonna sneak peek it over here because this is where I put it originally. So we're gonna go over, and it's the Evil Twin Brewing Even More Little Baby Jesus, which one I just love. They have their even more line anyway, so there's even more Jesus, even more. Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of them on there. If I bring up the page, so if I flip over and come over here, you can see. I mean, they've got their even more. We already talked about Extinction event, so I'm gonna pop that out of there. But they've got a lot of even more. Dawn No Hero, Modern IPA. But if I go down, they should have a whole bunch of even more. See, there's Cognac Barrel Aged Jesus, Joy Effing Pepper. So they have some more, even more Jesus, Pappy's even more Jesus. And then they have Pappy's Biscotti. There's some more Firewater, but there's going to be some even more Jesus, even more baby Jesus. So they have a lot of different fun names. Molotov Cocktail, Femme Fatale, all over the place. Even more Denmark. Just showing they have a sense of humor here.
Mm-hmm.
But they're even. I love the name of this one. I'm gonna bring it back. You can't take this stuff away from us. I don't know why you gotta go run away
I
with
don't want it to get knocked
my
over.
beers. So I'm gonna add this back on. So she's drinking 1,000 Tories, aka stories.
1,000 stories. Yep.
But I just love that. Even more little baby Jesus. It's just a lot of fun. I'm keeping that over here.
All right.
Stop running away with my stuff.
So this one is very dark.
Very berry.
Very, very dark. It is a stout. An oatmeal stout, in fact.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it just because you look down on my screen and think that's what it is?
Nope, I looked at the can.
Oh. Someone's doing her homework. All right, we'll flip over. So, it's a 7% oatmeal stout. Gives it an average rating of 3.6, 3.63. 3,983 check-ins. This is from a brewery in New York, Brooklyn, New York. So, microbrewery, they've been around for quite a while. They don't put as much on their details, and that kind of, I wish they did more. They have quite a bit on their website. They have a whole marketing package you can download on their website. Although this one was missing from the website. And when I wrote, I didn't hear anything back at first. But I didn't give them much time either. But yeah, they say it's roasty, coffee, oatmeal, chocolate, and malty. So we've seen different people check it in. Friends of mine check it in.
Yep.
So I'm going to flip back to me.
So let's give this one a try.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. You can see it's darker.
It is dark.
I'm not going to switch to the other cam. I'm being lazy. You can see. Does that not look like a coffee oatmeal stout?
Mm-hmm. It is very roasty on the nose. I even smell a little bit of that oatmeal there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Definitely roasty. Chocolate always comes off to me a little bit bitter in a stout because of how chocolate has to be put in. Mm-hmm. In fact, we talked with Confluence a little bit about how they have to do chocolate and different things to make that so the particulate kind of works through. But so you always, to me, a chocolate flavoring, you always get it, but it's almost more like not necessarily a dark chocolate, but it's always more like a baker's chocolate to me.
Yeah, or a semi-sweet maybe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very heavy on the chocolate, and I get a lot of coffee off this one.
Yeah, I get a fair amount. It's pretty roasty. It's not like you're necessarily chewing coffee grounds.
No.
But it's close.
It's heavy.
It's definitely, you definitely get the chocolate and the coffee together.
Yeah.
At first you smell the oatmeal, but then you taste the coffee in the other.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't taste the oatmeal.
It's like a breakfast beer.
There you
go. Wake up in the morning,
breakfast beer.
Pop open a little bit more, even more little baby Jesus, and start your day off. I don't know if they can count that as like a trip to church. Like, what were you doing? I was praying. Really? Yep. I spent my time with baby Jesus this morning. And there you go. Well, isn't that devout of you? It's like, yeah. I ended it last night too, which is why I was praying over the toilet. Anyone who gets on it is going to be like, man, he drinks a lot.
Oh,
like, no, just every other minute.
Oh, this one's pretty good though. Are you going to rate this one for us, Ryan?
No. I'm going to let you guys. You don't get to see my screen. I'm going to.
I am not looking at your screen.
And turn my head this way.
I'm not looking at his screen. I have yet to look at his screen when he's rating them. Even
That's
though
what
he
she says.
thinks that I do, but I don't.
She so cheats on them.
I don't. But I think I know what I would rate it.
And what are you going to rate it?
I think I would give this one a 3.25.
A 3?
Yes. 3.25.
I'm kind of surprised you ranked it that way.
Yeah, I like it though. I mean, I guess
I like it, but I'm only going to give it an average rating.
I am a little harder, I think, on my ratings. I have to really like it to give it a high rating.
Oh, but it's a stout. How do you rank a stout?
I don't know. I like this one though.
Right. I'm actually just teasing you, because I ranked it.
3.75.
Ah, close. That was a 3.5.
Oh.
And I got a whole bunch of badges. Yay, Untapped. I'm going for the high score of a no liver, I guess. But no, we drink to enjoy. Sound cut out again.
What?
Can you guys hear me? Mom, can you hear me? It says I'm sending audio.
Yep.
So
I don't know.
maybe refresh, Tiernan. Let me know. Never mind, it's back. All right.
Okay. Good to know.
I don't know.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Unless when I switched over, is that we switch over here? Can you hear me now? Yep. Because it's telling me. I can see it.
Yep. I'm not sure.
Can you hear me now? Good.
I don't know. The kids are not supposed to be streaming upstairs, so
Gosh, means they are.
probably.
All of them. They're watching like 3 movies and listen to online music while playing games. All on the same device, bro. No, actually, no.
No, all 3 different devices.
All 3 of them on 3 different devices. There's
Maybe
probably like 9
more,
things.
since Parker likes to watch something on the or play games on the TV and watch stuff on his iPad at the same time.
The funny thing is if you ask him questions, he can answer the questions on both of them. And so where I thought he wouldn't be able to pay attention, he actually answers the questions. And I'm like, well, I guess I can't really get that angry. You are actually using both pieces of technology, so cheers.
Yeah, he does pay attention to both and everything that's going on, so he does a pretty good job.
So just because I haven't mentioned it for a while, because I'm bad, again, I'm going to share the craft beer kids, but just a reminder, you can follow us on Untappd. But even more importantly, possibly the most important part, is you can, if you're watching us on Facebook, you can still follow us on Facebook. It's Glitch2600, all one word. Kind of says it back there. Yep. As she puts her head in front of it.
Sorry.
So here, just look at this thing right there that I'm now blocking. So you can follow us there. No pressure. Don't worry, you're fired. Or you can subscribe to us on YouTube using that link, or even cooler, just like the Untappd one, if you hang out over that little QR code with your camera phone, it will go, hey, you want to go check that out? Click yes, then subscribe. You know, we can't keep growing if we don't get more subscribers.
Right.
So not that it matters as much, but if you want to keep listening, keep hearing, obviously, as I talk about the other parts of the show, such as our Glitch Bits and Bytes, where we do little bits of technology, little tips and tricks, our Glitch Bits that'll be coming out. And that's where we teach you how to turn on and off your airdrop properly, clear your cache, how to set up things on your email. Where Glitch Bytes are those more in-depth, where we deep dive into topics like what's the right wireless router for your house? What's Wi-Fi 6? What's a mesh? Do you have a lot of IoT devices? What even is IoT? Which is the Internet of Things. Those smart things in your house might change the type of wireless that you need. So those are our Glitch Bytes. And then we also have our kind of tech Q&A that we're still coming up with a name for. But right now we call it Tech Tuesdays because we just keep doing it on Tuesdays. But I don't want to be stuck to Tuesdays. So at some point, we might call it Tech TV. We might call it something else. If you guys have a cool name, brainstorm, let us know. Who knows? We'll call you out and say thanks for helping us name it. We don't have sponsors, otherwise I'd give you a present. But right now I can give you a heartfelt thanks if you come up with a cool name that I didn't come up with, or that she didn't come up with. And of course, this is the Glitch Happy Hour, or GH squared. Eventually, we'll just start referencing it as GH squared and just let people in and go, just so you know, that's happy hour. Thus the 2 H's that make it squared. So now that I've said all that, I'm going to go back over here in case, because I kind of left that up on there so that you can hover over that if you want to subscribe to us on Untappd and follow along. You can go back there. My house is switching to Pinot Noir right now, so what do you have to say about that? Well, Pinot Noir is
very good.
My favorite.
One of my favorite, too.
Especially if it's, depending on where it's from. And if you ever watch the show, you know, if I said, damn it, you should know where I like my Pinot Noirs from. That could be a fun trivia. If I ever put this out there,
there you go.
If I ever have enough sponsors, be like, hey, special prize out there if I ever get that like Mr. Beast level where I can give out like $5,000 for whoever messages it first. I can't do that now, so don't worry about it. For who knows my favorite wine part in the U.S. by the word "damn it," well then you get a prize. But right now, I love my Pinot Noirs from Willamette. It looks like Willamette, but it's called Willamette. And you remember it because it's Willamette. Damn it. That's how you remember.
Yep.
Ponzi, any number of them. Ponzi is one of my favorites.
Yeah, Ponzi. It's very good.
But basically, if I'm looking for a Pinot Noir, I go Pinot Noir, look just a little bit farther down and go Willamette. Yes, I'll take it and try. It's pretty much a seal of approval for me if I've never tried it. Otherwise, I just pick one I've already had. Which Pinot Noir are you having?
Yeah, we're curious. Where's it from?
I'll say as you try to open that one. We should have probably took the stuff off that one.
We probably should have, but if...
So if anyone gets to see, we're just going to preemptively... You can see this one has a nice little wax top on there that you kind of have to peel off around before you can... Unlike ones with wine where you can do that, where you can just run through and just kind of force it out. That doesn't work so well when you have to get a bottle opener on top of there. Hurrah.
Okay. No idea
I have no idea what you're saying, Mom. How many Pinot Noirs have you had? I'm just kind of curious. I'm just teasing. You're probably typing on your phone, and that's why I got to pick on you. Because I have no idea what you said.
Yes, no idea what you're talking about there.
But we love you all the same. So that's okay. If I really wanted to, I could have messed with it and just played some fun sounds. Like the whole DJ sound.
Sorry, trying not to make too
much
noise.
While you're doing that, like I should just post up some music. Anyone want dance music while she's doing that? Just for fun. I'm going to be like, actually, while we're waiting, I'll just do this.
There we go. All right. I got it.
I was saying, I'm afraid I get the music.
I know. Dang. I was almost there. You just
dang. I'm not patient. I could have put the timer up there. That would have been kind of funny. I could just get the little
time me.
The little thing going. So we're gonna go over off screen. Big reach. It's the
Cherries Drewbilee. From Confluence.
Who knew? But I want to talk a little bit on that. So I'm bringing up my notes. Handy dandy notebook. So the fun stuff about the Cherries Drewbilee, I've got some really good information on this one, is Drew Bishop was the main brewer for it. And he's a big Belgian beer fan. Basically the Allgäu, all those. But he homebrewed the Quad, which we've looked at before, the Virtuous Endeavor. And it was based on the Quad. So this became the barrel-aged version, and they added a little bit more to it. But cool. The fun thing is it's based on his name, thus the Cherries Drewbilee. It's based on his name, Drew Bishop. And it's got a lot of cherries and vanilla. So aged a year in bourbon barrels, and each one of the barrels, or each one of the sets, has about 80 pounds of cherries.
Wow.
And at the end, they add split whole vanilla beans. So
it says Montgomery. Yes. You don't want to leave her alone, not even for a second.
But yeah, what's really
Montmorency cherries.
Yeah.
And Madagascar vanilla bean.
Yes. So one of the cool things is about Confluence you got to know is they always use real ingredients. So some places when we're talking about chocolate uses a chocolate extract. You know, some places, when it comes to like cherry, they just get cherry flavoring or coconut flavoring, stuff like that, and add it. They only use real ingredients, which costs a little bit more. So it's, for their pricing and stuff, they always try to keep their pricing down so everything's attainable by people. But one of the things that's big about that for them is they always use real ingredients so that they feel it just makes the beer taste a little bit better. Mm-hmm. So it's always whole vanilla bean. It's real cherries, different things with chocolate where they have to figure out how to keep the particulate out and kind of figure out their way through it, which is really neat. But in this case, that's just something that sets them apart, is that they don't use flavoring. They use the real ingredients. So when you're having the Cherries Drewbilee, you're getting the real ingredients.
Tiernan. First of all, awesome that you found this one. I was kind of worried that it wasn't out anymore. I'd heard some people saying that it had sold out. And yes, the wax top is difficult. I suggest a wine bottle opener. If you cut it, you got it. You figured it out. I'm sure you would. So
we'll pop that up so that people can see it. I'm going to talk a little bit more on their stuff here in a second after we get to tasting.
All right.
But I do want to add that out there. So
one thing you guys probably can't see, it does have almost that cherry color. It has a reddish tint.
I'm not even getting it on there.
Nope.
It's funny, you can't even get the light through it enough.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
It looks really dark, but it really is actually pretty clear. And it does have like a reddish tint to it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I can get that up there just close enough.
Oh, and you get a ton of cherries on the nose.
Yeah, you can kind of see it as I get a little bit closer. You can kind of see the tone on it.
Yeah. Lots of cherry. And I get a little bit of the vanilla as well.
It's funny because I get a lot of vanilla.
I get vanilla on the tongue, though.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
Woo.
Lots of cherry, or vanilla on the front, cherry on the back.
Even more little baby vanilla.
Yes. This one is very good. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm bringing up the Untapped because I want to show that on here.
It's almost got a little bit of a tart.
If you follow us on there, that's where you can click into our list and already see what we're going to cover. But as I bring that through, it's a 13% alcohol. So you'll taste through. People give it, if everyone, there's been 37 check-ins. There's just not a whole lot out there. Again, it's a Belgian quadruple. That's Drew Bishop had built their Virtuous Endeavor series one, and that's where it goes. Where it talks about it down below. Their lead brewer, Andrew Bishop, thus the Drewbilee. It's a Belgian beer fanatic, and he made that Virtuous Endeavor Belgian quad. This is built on that. So you got those caramel malt, orchard fruits, figs, raisins, all that in there. But you definitely get that cherry, bourbon, boozy, vanilla, and strong. And they are definitely right. I don't know if there's some fun photos on there. Seeing if I can... This one kind of shows that nice kind of reddish tone to it.
Yeah, that looks good.
And then I was going to see if I could find... Here we go. This one shows that even better. You can kind of see that reddish tone that it really does have. Which, like I said, someone had some ice cream with it. That looks pretty darn good.
That would be tasty.
Yeah.
It is kind of a dessert
wine or dessert beer. It's like it's in a wine glass, so you just want to call it a wine.
Yes, it is very tasty.
But yeah, I definitely like that one.
And it does have a little bit of a tart behind it too. It's a little acidic back here.
Yeah, you get a little grab, which I think I like that.
Yeah.
I can definitely get behind this.
So I think, Tiernan, you'll have to let us know what you thought. Give us your ranking. And Tiffany as well, since you're trying it too, I'm sure. I'm going to say it is a 4.0. That's my ranking. I like this one a lot.
I actually like this one more than you, I think. Because I really like, one, I'm a big Cherries fan. So that already gets a fair amount for me. Which is why I give it a 4.5 on that one.
4.5 or 4? Oh, okay.
4.5, yeah.
Nice.
There is no 5.4.
Yes, yeah.
Follow along.
I know. I got it.
Follow along.
So, all right. Well, cheers.
Yeah. Like I said, I really like this one. You know, you definitely get that vanilla, which I'm not always the biggest vanilla fan,
Right.
but I think it is pretty well balanced. The first one kind of hits you, but it's that second sip. And I think in the right glass, the shot glass isn't going to be 100%. If I pour this into the right glass, probably get a little bit more.
Oh. All right, Tiffany. We're broadening your palate here. Good.
Someone's getting the better taste. I'm going to say. I'm teasing. Everyone, you should rank it how you like and how you...
for sure. And don't be sorry. You don't have anything to be sorry for.
Some people are going to like different things differently. At least you tried.
Yes.
It's the important thing when it comes to different craft beers. If you would have talked to me, even 8 years ago, I barely drank more than a Bud Light. Yep. Bud Light Lime. All the time. Now, I don't even think I look or turn my head at a Bud Light. Nope. The closest is looking at a light that says Bud on it, maybe. But there's nothing... it's the better palate. But there's nothing wrong with that. Expanding and try. I try wines I don't always like. I mean, I'm a member of the beer club at Wine Styles because it helps expand. There's times where we have beer with chili peppers in them, and sometimes that's great, and sometimes you go, what the heck just happened to me? But I can say definitively what I like and don't like now because of that. Right. Just like the more things you smell makes your palate expand. So if you want to become a super taster, sometimes you have to become a super smeller per se, which is why our scores are sometimes off because she can smell something like 3 houses down. And she's like, they're having pizza. And I'm like, where? And she's like, in Albuquerque. I'm like, wow.
No. Wow. I think maybe I have the better sniffer, but I think his taste buds are more defined than mine.
I don't know about that.
He gets more flavor from it.
I like that one because it gives a little bit of...
Yes.
It's just like certain wines are dry. And you get those dry ones and it hits a different part of your tongue and you just have to go... Because your tongue is literally like Sahara to the top of your... But it's still good. It's like a good type. It's like refreshing and not at the same time. Yeah. What's nice about this is it has, with that tart kind of cherry in there, like the vanilla goes down, but you get that. Like you've been blowing up a balloon for a bit. You know? I'm like, ooh, I'm going to work out. I know we did the workout earlier because I'm still feeling it in the arms. But this one's like...
Yes.
Oh.
So, good stuff. Again, if anyone out there has any ideas or suggestions for things that you'd like us to try on the show, we would love to hear about them. We're always up for trying new things. And we do have, lists of beers that we have planned, but we are, none of that is set in stone, and we're always open to try new things again.
No, they're 100% set in stone, but we'll make an exception for you because we like you. Why? Because we MOUs. No. I get sidetracked. Brain goes everywhere. So my ADD has ADD. No, it doesn't. I don't know. I think a lot of stuff all at the same time, and it just all comes out. It's like a derailed train. It's like a derailed hover train. So think that one through. Is there any such thing as a derailed hover train? If you watch Back to the Future 2, where we're going, you don't need roads. That means, can a train be derailed at that point? Don't know. So it's a oops. Oops. What's oops? Why do I feel like something got spilled, or is it just me?
Yeah, I don't know.
I hope she wasn't saying I was the oops kid, because I'm the first one. It means for the rest of you guys, tough luck. But if you enjoy this, I swear, normally I'm a little bit more organized and a little bit more... No, I'm not. But I try to be more entertaining. But if you enjoy this, just understand on our tech question and answers, we do a lot of the same type of stuff, just no beer, unfortunately. But you can come in and ask those tech questions. You want to know about the Apple Watch, having a problem, just have a general geek question, you can pop on those. We'll probably have one again, likely Tuesday, because we've been doing Tuesday. If there's a day and time that's better for everyone else, let me know. Otherwise, we'll announce it on the page, and that's where you can sign up. If you have a question before then you can always message us on the Facebook page, and I'll take that. If you don't want me to mention you when I answer the question, just say you want to be kept anonymous, and I'll say, hey, got this question. Here's what it is, and here's the answer, and then I will message you back to let you know that I answered the question. Otherwise, if you catch it on live, I will answer your question then. If I can't get the answer, I will track it down for you, because I guarantee you my Google Foo, which is my Google Kung Fu, is really good. I also know the right people to ask and know many experts in the area too. I've been an IT guy for 20 some odd years ish.
Yeah.
But more specifically, I've been a geek for, you can ask my mother, my entire life. And if you ever really want to have a fun story, ask her about the time I took apart the TV and she came home and it was in pieces. Oh. But then ask her how well the TV worked after. It had channels it didn't have before. It had channels that I don't know even exist. That's the weird thing. But so I've been a geek for a long time. I learned later that there was capacitors in there, that I used an anti-static band. I mean, I was like 8, 9. I was 9, 10. I don't know. I was right around there. Somewhere between 8 and 12 is where I was. And I knew enough to wear an anti-static band, but I learned later, while doing some engineering school, to not wear an anti-static band when you're working on a TV, because the capacitors have so many volts stored in them, and it basically just gives it a main line to your heart. The good news is I shocked myself at least twice, which, as long as you do it an even number, one stops, one starts. It's good.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Oh, we know what you meant. We know what you're trying to say.
Yes. But no, yeah, I've been a geek for a long time. So if you have those questions, save your money from the store. Come in and ask them.
Yes.
I'll answer them. If I don't know, I will track down. And it doesn't have to be computer-based. I've also been a professional photographer, owned a portrait studio, still do photography, videography, because I mess around and doing that. And drones, toys. If music. It's electronics, music, owned a music store, so can answer those questions.
Pretty much anything.
We'll find something. Now, carpentry, I almost have all my fingers.
You'd be amazed, though, at how much he's learned just since, we've been together and been married. He can fix pretty much anything now.
No, yep. No, I'm better off if it's electronics. But if you have a question, I'll track it down if I don't know. And that's our Q&A, Tech Tuesday. Again, if you come up with a better name. Otherwise, we'll have those other bits and bytes like I talked about. Especially if you're interested in League of Legends, we already have that out there. Like I said, not all of those are going to be gaming. It's going to be normally geek-based. Have one that we're working on for the Apple Watch, where I go over some of the applications that I like, what I'd configure. And we'll be hopefully uploading that soon. Just been doing a lot of other stuff.
Yeah. And
trying to keep this going because I think the live part is fun. Can't hear me again.
Not sure what's going on.
I might have to check. Can you hear me now? I mean, I still don't know if the kids... We did have a little bit of internet laptop trouble. Mm-hmm. So if I type this on here... Can you hear us now?
Nope.
Okay. Never mind. We got the other one. Tim says he can hear me. Yeah, Mom. Refresh.
Did you post that up there?
Yeah, it's eventually gonna show up.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, it's being a little slow. I probably need to reboot. IT guys, it's only because I have 500 tabs. I just don't like to reboot. I'm just kidding.
All right.
But I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. Hopefully we'll catch it on the replay.
Yeah,
and we'll
catch
see.
it on the replay. Hopefully it'll...
Well, we'll have to catch it and see if we cut out. That's probably me needing to reboot. I got too much stuff. I hear the fans going. So you guys probably hear the fans coming for.
Oh.
You're ready for the little more baby Jesus? You haven't made it to that one yet?
Yeah, we did that one earlier.
You gotta crack them all open, drink a little bit of each one. Then you know that you gotta finish them. That's the trick. You crack them all open, then there's no going back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's you have to jump in. It's like jumping into shark-infested waters. Once you're there, you just gotta keep swimming.
Yeah, we did that one already, Tiernan. Hopefully you can catch up.
That's right. We can get you offline and just keep talking. Because again, we're not doing the 3-hour one tonight.
Not tonight, no.
No, we're gonna drink for 3 hours.
Maybe.
And play pinball.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go clean the pinball machine. What happens when you have 2 pinball machines?
Mm-hmm.
Hint, hint.
Fun times. Yep, you'll just have to let us know what you thought of it.
Mm-hmm. You have to update us.
Yeah, let us know.
For anyone else tonight, he just said that he missed that one. So
yeah,
I'll pop it up on screen, but I'm sure you guys got the gist of it by now.
Well, everyone, I hope you keep drinking tonight.
And we'll keep expanding. Like I said, we'll have a little bit more each time. I'm playing around with the technology, making it a little better. I've got all sorts of fun things on here. I will say, because I did add some fun little toys to it. I'm going to blow out everyone's speakers, but I added my... Because why not? I'll be done for it. For me. Yay! You know, and then, you know, party maker it. Yeah, and we've got all sorts of fun. Yeah. I'm working on some other stuff, some spinning wheel things on there where we might do some fun little challenges.
Mm-hmm.
You know, got some music to rock out with you guys, you know. Yeah, see? So we got all sorts of fun little music that I'll be posting and just trying to make things a little bit cooler, a little bit better each time. Otherwise, it's probably not. I mean, the show was probably better when I first started it, when I wasn't messing around with all the toys. But tough luck. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. This is my fun part.
We're having fun. Hope you guys are having fun. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And subscribe to us on YouTube. And like us on Facebook.
Oh, she's going to maybe tap on all the stuff. Oh, follow us on Facebook, Glitch2600.
And join us on Untapped. Because we would like to be friends.
Yeah. I don't have those. I don't have friends. What are you talking about? Cindy is trying to text me.
Oh.
Well, message me on Facebook.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks for talking to us. Otherwise, catch us on the next one. It'll probably be next Saturday too, most likely. Mm-hmm. We've talked about every other, but if not, catch us next Saturday. Catch us possibly this Tuesday for Tech Tuesday. And in the meantime, message us. We'd love to talk with you.
All right.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.